What's going on, guys? Today we react to Larry Bird stories that prove he's the best trash talker. And first y'all was saying he better than KD and LeBron. Now I'm like, I don't know. LeBron 100% no. KD accolades maybe, but trash talking better than Kevin Garnett. Like, he was saying some of the most disrespectful stuff. Like, you can't even repeat what he said to Tim Duncan. Other players, bro, can't bring it up. But y'all immediately saying he better than MJ, Draymond Green, and all these players with no evidence, bro. So, feel me? Somebody linked the video in the comments, so we got to get to it.
Talkers in basketball. And a lot of people say, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie or Charles.
Bird used to tell me, look here, man.
You supposed to be a great defender, right? And I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at.
Yeah, he said, I'm gonna get it right here. I'm gonna shoot it right in your face.
And I'm looking at this guy like, he's nuts.
I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that cone. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust your head open.
And that's exactly what he did.
If he tell you gonna hit a shot in a certain place, he gonna do just that, and ain't nothing you can do.
I'm trying to see that
Being a better
recording.
player each step I took, I was able to do a little more than the other guys. I had a green light. I could make plays, but I always knew early on.
Oh yeah, he was a playmaker, bro. We noticed that too. I did notice the assist mixtape. Even before that, I was noticing, bro. Larry Bird is way better than KD when it comes to playmaking. At least.
Especially when I was
Way
a
better
senior
than
high
KD,
school.
better,
That
like,
probably the outcome of the game is
I'll
going to
give him
depend on me.
Well, yeah, I interviewed Gary Payton, a venomous trash talker. And I asked him who the most vicious
Yeah,
trash
I know
talker
about
he's
him.
ever encountered. He said Larry Bird.
Oh, no question.
Bird talk shit.
Yo.
Like we talk
Let me tell y'all something. Bird used to tell me, look here, man. I'm gonna go shoot this motherfucking jumper in your face right there in that corner. And it's gonna be your Christmas present. I'm gonna wrap it up and bust
Are you
your
paying
head
stuff?
open.
Wait.
Young fella, let me tell you something. I can shoot a jumper anywhere I want to. You supposed to be a great defender, right? I'm gonna make sure I tell you where I'm gonna shoot the ball at. And I was like, man, come on now, you're not gonna shoot the ball. And so he said, I'm gonna take you over in that corner right there. You see it over there by my bench, right? And I'm gonna give you
Right,
something,
see
and
the
it's gonna
video.
be this jumper. So he went right to that corner, and I'm up on him, I'm under him. And he said, young fella, what did I tell you I was gonna do? And he turned around, raised up, and it was all drones. And I said, shit, I ain't gonna mess with you no more.
He was the coldest dude I ever
Bro,
seen.
and it's on
with that
camera, bro. Him talking, him doing it in the face after.
shit, man. Everybody be talking about these greats. They don't be always mentioning him. He was the shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I always remember him though, you feel me?
Yeah, shit, man. He'll give it to you any way he wanted to. Larry Bird was cold.
Bird didn't talk trash to you,
Oh
did
my God, Bird talk trash to everybody. I always tell the story about Larry Bird. I remember him, he was cursing under his breath. And I asked him, I said, Larry, what's going on with you? He says, you guys are being disrespectful to me.
Huh?
And I says, what are you talking about? He says, you guys are putting a white guy on me. That's disrespectful. I just started laughing. I had no comeback when he says, it's disrespectful when y'all put a white guy on me.
Yo.
He said, I'm insulted that they would put a sorry dude like you on me. He said, no, I don't even want to play no more. He would drop the ball and take a turnover. And I'm looking at this guy like,
Bro, he's white himself, and if they put a white guy on him, he don't want to play no more, but he's just gonna give the team the other ball. Like, bro, what? The Larry Bird was that good?
he's nuts.
But we know he's that good, but like, I didn't know he took it that personally, bro.
Denver, they had a guy named John Hansley, a white guy, a really good defender, right?
So the best defender
They
got.
put him on Larry, and Larry was wearing his ass out. And Larry would run by the bench and tell Doug Moe, who was the coach,
All-time defender.
get him off me.
Might be the best defender on that team, but Larry's still an all-time player, even like before I knew any of this. So obviously he's winning.
Disrespectful. Put a black guy on me. Because when he played back in the day, that's all he played against was brothers. So he was like, I had to torch his ass so they understand.
And Larry got on the roll, started shooting the ball. Every shot was going in. Right? He runs by Frank Layden, who's the funniest guy in the league. And Frank is coaching, and Larry says to him, hey, Frank, don't you have anybody on that bench who can guard me? He goes, so nobody out here can. Frank looked down at the bench and goes, no.
Along with Steve Jones and Rick Barry, this is Bob Neal. Just moments before the American Airlines Sheraton long-distance shootout.
The All-Star game is in Dallas, the first three-point contest, and he just starts looking at guys, doesn't say a word, and people are getting kind of nervous. Everybody's sitting there, everybody's real quiet. You knew the guys, but you never were around them. And nobody's really saying anything, so I walk in and look around, and then he finally speaks and says, I'm just looking to see who's going to finish second.
And says, I hope all you guys in here are thinking about second place because I'm winning this.
Second place.
Excuse me?
Did you really say that? Who's playing for second?
Bro.
Yeah, I did. I felt so bad.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Who's playing for second? And these are the best of the best, bro. He just goes there every time. Like, he not even worried about.
When you walked in there, what were you thinking when you made that announcement to the room? Just messing with all those guys?
I know going into that, I remember in the locker room, Robert said something that there's no way in hell I was going to win that 3-point contest. So I knew right then I had to win it.
That check's had my name on it for a week now, and I knew I was going to win this thing. I've been practicing. My teammates said I wasn't going to win it, but I came back and lucked out, really.
Bird would luck out again the next year, but in 1988, it looked like his luck had finally run out. He certainly doesn't have that normal Bird rhythm going for him. Seconds remaining, has only 7, has to beat 15. That's 8, make it 9, and 10, and 11 as we're counting. 13, huge rack that time.
Yo, that's Jordan's
Still
watching
gonna
too.
drop one here quickly. 14. This is a tie for the money. Yo! Larry Bird at the buzzer.
Bro, he messed up, bro. And he still managed to win, bro. He wasn't himself. He was messing up, bro, but he still came.
Exactly what the score was. He knew that ball was going to win the competition for him, and it's almost like he did it in dramatic fashion just to make it more fun.
He knew it when he let it go and was headed for the winner's circle.
He didn't take off his top yet. I didn't see when he took off his top.
Larry used to come in the locker rooms. He'd be getting his ankles taped, and he'd say, hey, ball boy, run in and go find the scoring record in this building. He needed those kind of challenges.
He had accomplished every goal. We hadn't lost a game on the trip. And Larry told all of us players and the media, too, tomorrow night's the last game of the trip. I'm going to play this with left-handed at least through 3 quarters.
And it was at a time when, McHale was still coming off the bench.
And so Larry scores his 6th point on a left-handed shot.
And I'll never forget it. McHale yells out.
And McHale goes, hey, Jerome, wait till he starts shooting right-handed.
And at the end of 3 quarters, I get 27 points left-handed.
Well, left-handed is one thing, but when the game got close, I had to go back to the right one.
He could hold all these things in his head during the game. So he'd have a shooting drill at the old Boston Garden.
4:30 in the afternoon. I was an early guy. I'd set up early. The garden would be dark.
Late in the afternoon by himself, dark garden. Come out with an equipment guy and just do the perimeter, shoot for half hour. All you heard was swishing.
If he missed a shot during that thing, he'd say that the Bull Gang set up something wrong with the rim. Otherwise that would have gone in.
I'd get there early. Plug in my
like
Stone
Curry
Age.
when he dribbled, he's like, something's wrong with the court, bro. Like, same thing with the hoop for him.
Next to the bench. He'd come over, he'd call me Scoop. He'd say, Scoop, what are you working on? I'm saying, I'm doing an early story.
Then I'd say,
I don't lie, bro. I know he's a great shooter, but modern day compared to people, I don't know if he's gonna be beating Curry, Dame, all these guys in the shooting 3-point contest. I don't think that's happening, bro. And those are just like top shooters. Like generally, everybody's a great almost everybody, not everybody. Let me not say that, but the top players there's a lot of great 3-point shooters.
Doing an early edition newspaper story about your free throw streak.
You were approximating the NBA record for consecutive
There's certain
free
players who
throws,
cannot
so
shoot threes.
Don't miss one tonight, or
Or
I'll
top
look
players.
bad in the paper.
To this
Sure
day,
enough,
bro.
first half, he goes to the line for 2, and the foul line is lined up right where we're sitting if he looks over.
He's at the line. He makes the first.
He looks over and winks at me.
He looks over and winks at me before he makes the second. I mean, guys don't do that today. And he would...
Always thinking about these things. It's like paying off a bet in the middle of a game. He was doing 2 things at once.
Well, you had the Bird Night.
I had the
in
Bird
New
Night.
Orleans.
Yeah, really competitive, bro. He was making a
That was a
challenge for
tough
himself.
night, man.
But nobody was guarding Bird, were they?
Well, we were trying.
You were trying to.
No, but when a guy is literally coming up the court, calling his shots. It's in that game, we're on the free throw line, and he literally says,
"It's off the glass. Who's next? Where do you want this one from?" And he just made one after another.
Stick with me for 30 seconds as I show you the trading strategy I use to allow me to quit my full-time job to...
And he just tortured it mentally. That game, he tortured all of them.
I think Bird went by the bench one time, too.
He fell in the bench.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, and he called that one. That was the one where he fell in it. He literally said, off the glass into the trainer. And,
no way.
Yeah.
His last shot, he said, in the trainer's lap, coming down the court. He shot this high rainbow. It goes in. Ricky bumps into him and he knocks him on our trainer's lap. So it was exactly what he said.
Antoine Carr and Cliff Livingston got
I ain't gonna lie, that's
fined
a
by Fratello,
tough shot, bro. You really hit him with a shoulder bump at the 3-point line, bro.
And Eddie Johnson for celebrating.
Celebrating Bird.
Yeah, it was the best film session. Every time when I see Mike, we still laugh.
God,
it was
so
it was the greatest film session ever because back then, you watched the real game and just went, with a video, and Mike rewound the celebration 20 times.
And they show a shot of our bench, Cliff Livingston and Eddie Johnson are standing up giving each other high five.
I mean, everybody was entertained by this. Even the guys on the Atlanta bench.
They got fined for that, I heard.
Yeah. Watch this. Watch the reactions on the Atlanta bench.
I ain't gonna lie, the other team's bench, bro, all shocked by you. Like, bro, that's just a confidence boost. He's just gonna keep doing crazier stuff.
Marcello wouldn't let it go. He just kept rewinding. Showing the guys, you remember they're giving each other high five.
And then somebody falls off the bench.
Yeah,
too.
that was Eddie Johnson.
Yeah.
Eddie Johnson falls off the bench in laughter, and Antoine Carr and Cliff gives each other high five. And our film session was 20 minutes of that. And, yeah, and so it was a bad night.
The first game against Larry Bird, it was shocking. I'm a rookie, you know. I go shake his hand, and he put both hands behind his back. And I'm saying, okay, he's getting his head ready to play. First play of the game, he says, I don't know where they got you guarding me, Holmes. And he shoots a 3. I was pissed. You know, I said,
yo, that's
I wasn't mad
disrespectful.
The 3. But did this some bitch just called me Holmes? You know?
Yo, he did destructive face
set
to me.
up for a really interesting game. Because I remember one time I came down and I dunked it on him. He laying on the ground. He fouled me, and I'm pointing.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, hey, Rook.
Got that get
I
back.
said, what? He said, I like you. You know, he said, you got balls. But
yeah,
but
he respected the
your ass. You know? He got about 38, so he kind of proved his point. But I had to pay my dues. I wasn't upset about that because, you know, back then, you know, as a
40
rookie,
after that's crazy.
you know, you got to pay your dues. Simple as that.
It was funny, the first time that I played my
lie,
rookie
he ain't
year,
back
I
down.
guarded Larry Bird, and it took me about 10 minutes to realize I should be probably guarding him instead of staring at him. You know? And he came down, it was funny, he came down one time, and Mark West was the center on our team, and Larry looked at me, and then he looked at Mark, and he said, Mark, I'm going to go down, I'm going to come off the screen, I'm going to catch it right there, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to shoot it in the rookie's face, and then I'm going to run down the floor. And that's exactly what he did.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie.
And I'm sitting there, that just...
Bro, we only halfway through this video, and it seemed like Larry is a type of trash talker who will just tell you what he does and do it. He's not like Kevin Garnett, who's gonna say the craziest stuff. Cause you feel me, Larry just gonna be like, I'm gonna make this shot. He's looking like MJ though. So like, well, how is he automatic? What makes him better than MJ? I feel like MJ got 6 rings. You feel me? He considered the GOAT to some of y'all. You feel me? Me, I think it's LeBron. So I'm trying to see.
Like, I wasn't even there.
And did Mark West going?
Mark was like, all right,
okay, yeah, all right.
You probably will.
What really do make him a better trash talker than MJ if they do the same trash talker, bro? MJ makes people want to quit hooping, bro. NBA professional players want to stop playing basketball.
Good luck.
But Larry seemed like he got the same type of trash talk.
He backed up whatever he said. If he tell you gonna hit a shot to certain plays, or if he gonna take you down to the post, turn around, hit a fadeaway J, he gonna do just that, and ain't nothing you can do about it.
These guys came in together in '81. There's Kevin, there's Larry, there's Robert, Dennis Johnson, Danny Ainge. They knew what each other could do. And what I did was said, okay, let's see what's happening out there. And you'd see Larry shooting the 3-pointer, and then I call a timeout. And they didn't count the 3-pointer.
Larry just hit what would have been the game-winning shot, but KC called timeout.
It won't count. It does not count.
Did they see this?
Clark's going to call the timeout.
Larry came back to the bench, and he was a little upset.
So he's very upset with that. So I diagrammed the play.
Anybody would be, bro. You just hit the game-winning shot. Your coach paused it.
Timeout, I'm going to go right to the same spot. I'm going to kick it in. Give me the ball and tell all the rest of the guys to get out of the way. I said, shut up, Larry.
Oh, we didn't see this part.
Okay.
Hold up.
Right.
The coach
then you
shot
take the ball out, give it to Kevin, then you throw it to Larry, and everybody get the hell out of the way.
Celtics are down by 2 points, and Bird is out by the 3-point line, and he's being guarded by a guy named Johnny Hott.
He goes down before the ball is thrown in, and he's standing right in front of the Phoenix bench, and he looks at all the guys on the bench and says,
yeah, I'm just fixing to bust a 3 on you guys and just go home. I'm tired of this.
And he says, watch my hand as I follow through.
And, Johnny High sort of smiles and laughs about it.
And I was supposed to cut off the high post and post up for a second and then go across and set a pick. Well, I came off the pick and I was wide open and I stood there waiting for the ball. I had a smaller guy to post up and Larry just waved me out of the way saying, get out of here, get out of the way.
And then he just turns around and shoots a perfect 3.
As the ball's in the air, he kind of turns towards the Phoenix bench. Told you so. He stopped running to the locker room.
As he continues on to the dressing room. Now, that's what you call arrogance.
And from that time, I learned to run lit.
But is it arrogance? Is it arrogance if you can back it up, though? You feel me?
Not the coach's play.
He wanted the light on him. He wanted the focus, and he wanted that ball. And if JC would ever call somebody else's play, Larry would just say, no. I'm shooting this ball, and he would.
I get a charge when I tell someone on the opposing team that I'm going to hit the last second shot and then do it. That's what it's all about.
Tie game, 13 seconds to play. Celtics basketball.
During the timeout, I'm going through a play. And about that time, Larry steps in and says, Coach, why don't you just give me the ball and tell everybody to get out of the way? It's Larry. If he wants the ball, he wants the ball. After the timeout, we walked back on the court, and then Xavier was guarding him. So he tells Xavier, he says, I'm getting the ball.
I said, I know, I'm going to be waiting. Yeah, he said, I'm going to get right here. I'm shoot it right in your face.
5, and Bird has the basketball. Look out. Larry Bird just phenomenal the way that...
He came out when about that exact spot and shot a shot right in my face. And, you know, he was like, I didn't mean to leave 2 seconds on the clock. I walked back to the sideline like, damn.
Larry Bird was one of the biggest trash talkers in basketball. And a lot of people say, really? You know, they thought it was Reggie or Charles. Larry Bird talked more trash on the basketball court than anybody I've ever played against. So we playing him the last play. He says to James Worthy, he says, you guys don't have to worry about it. I'm going to go right over there that corner. And I'm going to catch it, I'm going to shoot it, and I'm going to tie the game or win the game, whatever the case may be. They take the ball out, and I think it was either Danny or DJ? The late, great DJ.
Yeah. You DJ coming down, right, with the ball. Oh, great DJ, that's good. So pass it to Larry, he's in that corner. Now I got to go out and close Larry Bird out. So as I'm running out to Larry Bird, he's talking trash to me. I don't know why you running out here.
Are you guarding me like you're not about to do nothing?
ChatGPT, can I make money online with $0?
I didn't know how, man. This shit crazy.
He said, I'm gonna wait till you get one step away from me and I'm gonna shoot it right in your face. So I got one step away. He shoots it all net. 3-pointer, good.
Take the ball out, man crow right to the corner, caught the shot, shot a 3. Game over. It's like, are you effing kidding me?
And he turned to me and said, you did all that running for nothing.
And he was saying in such a calm way that you didn't think it was trash talking, but it's trash talking. You're not gonna tell me you're gonna go over there and shoot the ball in my face. That's trash talking. But he would tell you before the play even started. He'd tell you where he's going, he'd tell you when he catches, there's nothing you could do about it. And it was great trash talking. Because it
not even 1
vulgar.
second, bro. He just does it.
Pounding his chest. You can just be standing next to him. You know, I would jump out and try to block a shot on rotation, and he'd say, Scott.
You jump high, but you don't jump that high. You can't get this.
Scott, you're a little too late. Scott, you're not getting that. Why are you even jumping? Why are you running out of it? But it was all game.
He'd say something like, don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I mean, he talked the whole game, and it was, you know, after the game and after years of thinking about it, you're like, man, that dude, why he's one of the greatest players ever played.
He was ridiculous. He came out here. Our sportscaster played the Superman theme when he was talking about him that night after the game. Because he did everything, points, rebounds, assists, just steals, you name it. Larry has such a great mind for
Listen, though, he was a great, he was a great scorer, passer. Rebounds, I haven't seen rebound highlights. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know about rebounding highlights, but I'm gonna take our word for it, bro. He was getting them rebounds. We could just check the stats and see that, bro. The numbers. He might have been an all-around small forward. I ain't gonna lie. I see why he's in the conversation, but like better than LeBron is crazy, bro. Somebody saying they got him over LeBron in the all-time small forward list, like, bro.
Game. I had a lot of respect for him as a competitor.
That competitive nature, the work ethic. Because I asked
Just put him higher on my list, bro. But LeBron, it's not. Why are we comparing him to LeBron?
Eddie Jones, Magic, James Worthy, Kurt Rambis, all the Laker greats. I would always sit down and just ask them questions. What actually happened there? What did you feel there? Why? You know, Bird tough to defend. Why? Because you look slow as shit to me. So like,
yeah, that's what I mean.
I'm missing something. So like, tell me what I'm missing. You know what I mean?
Like,
you know, like I was saying, growing up in
nowadays
Boston,
just move
people
quicker.
used to always talking about
right there.
that he can't jump, he can't do this, he can't do that. And you know, a lot of my friends was like that. You know. So, I got to the league. I called all my friends back up. I said, you know, all that trash that you were talking, you need to squash all that. This man is great. Whatever you were saying, for a man who can't jump, he's demolishing everybody. He's doing it on everybody. He's doing it on the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah, I never forget driving, and I'm listening to a game. It's New Mexico State playing Indiana State. I don't really care about the game, but New Mexico State is right up the streets from El Paso, and I went to UTEP, and we're big rivalries. So I'm hoping that Indiana State will beat New Mexico State. And I'm listening to the radio, and I have no clue of the players on either team. All of a sudden,
it's college.
his name keeps coming. Bird, He goes to the right, Bird. He makes the strike, Bird. I said, God damn, who is Bird? Bird. You know, here's Bird. And Bird this, and Bird. Oh, did you see the pass that Bird made? I can't see it, but I'm just trying to imagine it. When the time I got to the end, I said, damn, that brother can play. When I got the newspaper the next morning and saw Larry's picture, I said, damn. Larry, it wasn't you know, be honest with you. The young lady that said you were her favorite player, mine too. I love you too, Magic, but not as much as I like Bird.
People always talk about great basketball players, and they don't never mention him to be up in that.
I ain't gonna lie though, I also got Bird over Magic, bro. It might be because I'm in the younger Gen Z, and you feel me, I be hating that Curry Magic debate. It be pissing me off. Like, Curry clearly better. Like, you feel me? It's not even competition. So I was like, I lean towards Larry all the time because he wasn't brought up in crazy combos. This is the first time I'm hearing about Magic and LeBron. Y'all comments is crazy.
But Larry Bird was cold. I don't think nobody ever could get out with him. You ask Magic. That's why Magic had a run, and he was mad when he had to retire in '92 because of what he was going to be missing with Larry Bird. And then you remember Larry Bird took 2 more years, and then he quit because he said his main guy who he wanted to play against is gone.
I'm going to tell this story. We're in L.A., and I'm hurt. I got a pulled hamstring, so I'm not playing tonight. So I can't play against the Celtics. You know, I'm killing myself. You know, Larry's warming up. The anthem is sung and get introduced, and right before they go out on the court, Larry comes down and he says, you know what? Since you're here, I'm gonna put a show on for you. So you just sit back and watch, okay? Don't worry. I'm gonna put a show on for you. He said, man, get out of my face, man. Want to hear that? You know, that's Celtics and the Lakers. And he went out. I think he scored 38 points, about 20 rebounds, about 15 assists.
Yo, that sounds like video game numbers. 38 points, 20 rebounds, and 15 assists.
And every shot he would shoot.
That's the craziest triple-double. What?
Every time he hit one, he look at me. And I said, boy, you know, the thing about it that I love about you,
I'm not gonna lie, I've not heard
is
of
that most guys talk trash and can't back it up.
Crazy.
But Mr. Bird, you know you can back your trash talking up. And last but not least, I'm gonna say this because you told me one lie. You only told me one lie in your career. Only one. And you only lied to the fans and all the people in the world one time. Do you know what that lie was? You don't remember, do you? Larry Bird said that there would be another Larry Bird one day. And Larry, there will never, ever, ever be another Larry Bird. And so,
get that much respect from your rival, bro.
And I signed it to you, to the greatest basketball player ever, but more important, a friend forever. I love you, I respect you, and I admire you.
I'm not gonna lie, greatest basketball player ever, I don't know, but to get that much respect from Magic, who's one of your rivals, and apparently they're supposed to hate each other because of the team, but they don't. They just respect each other because they're both great players. I don't know, bro, but he might be one of his trash talking just seems like NJ to me. I don't know how y'all gonna say he better than KG and stuff, but he really do exactly what he said. If Larry Bird say he gonna shoot it right there, he gonna make it in your face, bro. You can't do nothing about it. It just seemed like that. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Till then.